Honestly, some of the spare parts sellers and dealers in Nigeria started off by importing and selling original parts, only for no one to buy those parts from them, and they has to switch to at least what sells in the market. Nigerian car users will go to markets and request for the cheapest of the parts they needed to be replaced in their vehicles, irrespective of quality, even when they are shown the quality costlier ones. For example, majority of Nigerians will complain of frequent timing belt failures of their EW Peugeot engines that will damage their valves and sometimes the entire engine. By they will still go to market and buy the cheapest brand of timing belt again and again and again, and even though the original or the OEM is available at the shops, but they simply just go or choose the cheapest or the ones with the lowest quality. There are more modern or newer Peugeot vehicles on Nigerian roads than the older ones. I'm talking about the new Peugeot 508, 3008, Peugeot 301, and the rest. And these vehicles cost about 8 million naira to 20 million naira. Yet, majority of these Peugeot users will visit Total fuel stations, choose and purchase Total was 5,000, which is 20 W50 oil weight for those of those what's it called, THP engines, VTI or PureTech engines in these vehicles I just listed. Even though there are other costlier oil grades on some of those shelves in Total fuel stations. Logic would have told one that the high quality costlier engine oil should be better for their engines, even if they do not know the recommended oil for their Peugeot vehicles or Peugeot engines. Also, logic would have told them that it makes more sense to spend a little bit more to protect those their costly vehicles. In other words, those vehicles that, because of course, the costly vehicles, their engines will always cost more. You know, for example, when you try or when someone that understands better try to educate them, they always respond with, "Oh, Peugeot recommends Total oil." So what they actually means is any container with Total engine oil label or sticker will serve them as far as they are concerned. I mean, it's a known fact that when you people always say oil is oil. So it's always their defense. In 2016 or 2016, Total Nigeria introduced a new organic coolant called Cool F Auto Super. I think 37 degrees Celsius, something like that. Just know it as Cool F Auto Super. That was the name on that coolant container. So they introduced it in Nigerian market and removed the older green coolant that you find in is it red? I think red, not is it red or pink container, something like that. But the coolant inside is green. So because the improved coolant introduced was costlier, which was around 3,500, no, around 1,350 naira at that time, while the fake one, the green one was 400 naira, I think. So because the newly introduced one was costlier, Nigerians simply switched to other brands that sell the cheap green coolants. That is because the Total Nigeria was selling uh, green coolant for 400 naira and they were buying. When they now introduce the improved one that works much better than the earlier one, which is the green one, that is actually recommended for modern engines, people stopped buying Total coolant completely and went and started looking for most of the fake green coolant in the market that even cost less than 400 or almost the same price with the earlier green coolant one, and Total started losing money and losing customers. So, Total had to return the old cheaper green coolant. They withdrew from their stations and stopped selling the new Coolef, the new one that costs a little bit higher. So, who do you actually blame? Early last year, that was 2019, they also brought back that product because at the point they had to withdraw it from the Nigerian market, like I said earlier. So in 2019, they brought it back. That same 2019, that same coolant, Coolef. And then, of course, the price increased from 1,350 to 1,009. So, but unfortunately, by end of that same last year, 2019, they had to withdraw it again from the market because it was not selling. Nobody was buying. So majority of Nigerians rejected that coolant and preferred the outdated, cheaper green coolant that was the cooling system components, which short, lost engine, the cooling system components within a short period of time. So to tell you, even when you introduce something that is better, they will always choose the one that will even destroy their vehicle as long as it's cheaper. So when few of us in Nigeria who prefer to buy the quality parts go to market in search of them, and the sellers will try to convince you to buy what they have, which is mostly fake ones, and even to the point of lying to sell those fake ones as if they were original. They will even make mockery of you sometimes for trying to be different from others, for not buying the same thing majority of people will buy, even if it dooms their wallet and sanity. If there were no high demands for the fake parts from the majority of Nigerians or Nigerian vehicle users, parts sellers or parts dealers will not stock these parts or be selling them. The oil weight 20W50 is like the highest selling oil in Nigeria because of the huge demand from majority of Nigerians. So if I were to carry out a poll, 95% of Nigerians will blame the parts sellers for selling fake parts to them and for the government for allowing those parts into the country, even when the original or genuine parts are also available. In fact, sometimes even the original parts may even be the first ones the sellers will show the customers. But they will say, no, we don't want those ones. Give us those fake ones. And they will still come back to blame the government for even allowing those fake parts into the country. One thing to understand is that people with majority of the mob mindset, which majority in a society falls into, do not take personal responsibilities when it comes to vehicle maintenance. That I've always been saying this. It's always someone's fault for whatever life choices they've made, especially once it started to screw them up. Any small problem they encounter in their life, or whether in whichever way, shape, or form, it must be somebody's that caused it. It's someone else's fault. It's never their responsibility. They could never admit that, hey, we made this wrong choice and it's fucking us up. No, never. So it's easier to always shift blame to the nearest person for your own actions and choices. So, I can't really blame. Let me put the question to you. So who do you now blame Yes, the governments maybe they are not doing enough to allow to prevent this pass from coming into the country. But at the end of the day, the question still remains. There is a choice. The original pass, the fake pass are there before your eyes, and you are shown this is original, this is fake. Then you yourself chose the fake one, put in your vehicle, it damaged your vehicle, you came back and started blaming the government for allowing that fake pass in, even when you chose to buy it, when the original pass that would have prevented that damage on your vehicle was presented before you. If Nigeria starts to choose, let me not use the word using, start choosing original pass, even if there are only few in Nigeria, and the demands for those original pass become very high, what do you think is going to happen? You think the pass sellers will still start bringing in fake pass that nobody is demanding? Or instead, they will start bringing the original pass that are in high demand? Let me rephrase the question logically. If, like I pointed out earlier, that people or pass sellers are bringing in, while initially they were bringing in the original pass, and nobody was buying them, what do you think they are supposed to do? I mean, do you think the purpose of their business is just for them to buy and waste their money and put something that doesn't sell and lose the business? So they will just go and, they're supposed to go and buy original and keep. Yet you are not buying it. You are not ready to buy. You don't even want to buy. But let them go and buy original and keep. While you go and look for the fake ones. Then what do you want them to do? Logically, do you think they're supposed to keep buying those original parts, waiting for maybe the next 2-3 decades when Nigerians will all suddenly change their mind and say, okay, let's start to patronize original pass, or people that sell original pass, and then stop buying fake? Or do you think they will start bringing in, based on demand and supply, what sells, what people demand in huge numbers? What do you think? Logically, I'm asking you this question. So who do you actually blame in this? I'm talking personally. Cut out any other person around you. I'm asking you as a human being, not as a government. Not look at anybody. Who do you really blame for the high increase of fake pass in Nigeria? Just answer your question to yourself. Or you can put it in the comment section if you want to.